There's a place in the western sweep of Idaho where the high desert plains meet rolling green fields, and the smell of cut hay still lingers in the air long after the tractors have left. This is Caldwell, not a city most travelers are in a rush to see. But like many places we forget to notice, Caldwell has a story. A story written in railroads, rivers, and restless hearts chasing new beginnings. It sits along the natural passageway to the inland Northwest. Long before trains and highways, Native American tribes gathered on these riverbanks for trade, ceremony, and survival. This was ancient ground before it was anything else. Later came the European fur traders, the Hawaiian laborers, and then the ragged wagons of pioneers on the Oregon Trail, forging paths in search of something better, something greener. Caldwell wasn't born in a gold rush. It was built on something far less romantic: commerce. A railroad stake driven into an alkali flat in 1883 by Robert Strayhorn, chasing a rail route westward. The land was stubborn, dry, and full of sagebrush. But in the American West, those who stay and fight the land often find a way to make it work. Within months, homes, businesses, and schools followed the tracks. Named after Strayhorn's business partner, Alexander Caldwell, the city took root like so many others, out of grit, speculation, and the sheer will of people determined to outlast the horizon. By 1890, Caldwell had its own telephone exchange, 2 newspapers, and 600 residents in a place that hadn't existed 7 years earlier. That's the kind of place this is. At the center of Caldwell's identity is water, or more accurately, the fight to control it. The Boise River snaking through town, irrigation canals carving farmland out of desert. Without water, none of this would be here. In 1891, the College of Idaho was founded, a small liberal arts college still standing today. It lent a little culture, a little dignity to a town otherwise built for wagons, rail cars, and the working man. Caldwell's growth mirrored the country's slow, unpredictable, stubborn. It hitched its wagon to agriculture, freight, and small-town commerce. And like most towns, it faced its share of lean years and small victories. At the dawn of the 20th century, a railroad depot rose along the tracks, a symbol of progress, promise, and change. It still stands today, weathered but proud. In places like Caldwell, history isn't always in museums. It lives in murals on downtown walls, in grain silos on the edge of town, and in the faces of folks whose families have been here for 5 generations. In 2009, Caldwell did what so many old cities have tried. It cleaned up its past. Indian Creek, long buried and used for sewage, was uncovered, restored, and reborn as a centerpiece of the town. Today, bridges cross clear waters, festivals fill the park, and lights shimmer off the creek at night. A small town taking stock of itself and choosing to remember. Downtown Caldwell isn't polished. It's not meant to be. It's a patchwork of mom and pop diners, dusty antiques, and old neon signs fighting to stay lit. The good kind of honest. Caldwell has always been a working town. Today, it's the 5th largest city in Idaho, but don't expect skyscrapers or bustling avenues. Its heartbeat is still found in hardware stores, auto shops, and feed mills. The population swelled to nearly 60,000 by 2020. A city caught between old traditions and new subdivisions, between cow pastures and chain restaurants. The demographics are changing too. Caldwell is 37% Latino, bringing a welcome vibrancy of culture, language, and food to streets once lined by a single story. The annual Indian Creek Festival captures what this town is best at. People showing up, laughing, eating, and remembering what it means to be part of something local. That's Caldwell quiet, curious, rooted. A place that started as a stake in the sage and turned into stories, community, and quiet promise. Thanks for tagging along on this little walk through Caldwell. I'll leave you now to soak up the sounds, the streets, and the small-town pulse of this place. Let it wash over you. No rush, no agenda, just a city being exactly what it is.